Hello everyone, I'm Pam Long, Fitness and Wellness Specialist here on Fort Jackson for Family and MWR. I'm here today to bring you our first segment of Tips and Clips. The fitness department wants to provide tips and clips that can be brought together and create a small library of the exercises for you. So each exercise is going to last just a few moments, but when you start weaving these exercises together, you can create a full workout. Today, we're going to focus on the squat. Now, before we begin the squat, I'm going to let you know that I'm going to do 4 rounds of the squat. Each round is going to have 8 repetitions inside of it. That way, you really get to see how to do it. And then later on, you'll know, okay, I can do this again. It'll be a great miniature workout that I can do at any time. Some people, just to give you a little bit of background on the squat, like to use a chair when they're doing the squat. When you use a chair to do a squat, it really helps you with placement. The main thing about a squat that keeps it safe is that you're sitting back. The moment a squat turns into something that could injure your knee or your ankle is when you try to come forward with it. The moment I try to come forward with something, you can see how my knee is coming forward, and this is putting it in an unsafe zone. But if I'm going to squat, I'm going to sit back. You see how that knee slid right back into place? And that's why a lot of people use a chair as an example, because the chair is encouraging you to sit back. Okay, so if you need a chair while you're doing the squat, by all means grab it. Another thing that really helps with doing a squat properly is how far apart you put your legs. Some people put their legs hip distance apart, some people go wider. Typically, you want to go hip distance apart if you have the flexibility. If you lack flexibility in those hip flexors, then you want your legs to be wider, because then you can sit back easier, still keep your chest up, and again, still get a chance to sit back. So I am an advocate for the wider squat, but either one will work. You just have to play around with it and see which one is best for you. Some of the benefits of doing a squat is that because it's such a tried and true exercise that has been around for such a long time, it's because it's effective. And it really targets the entire lower body, your glute, your thigh, the front of the thigh, the inside, the hamstring, the bicep inside the hamstring. It all benefits from the squat. You're also stabilizing the spine, which of course is working to strengthen the core. So it is playing a big role in stabilizing the body as well as conditioning the body. Some other benefits to doing a squat is, even if I don't use my arms, if I just grabbed a weight and I held on to it while I was doing the squat, now my upper body is also benefiting inside of that workout. So it's really encouraging to do it alone, and then when I feel more confident, just add a piece of weight. Even if I'm not going to use it, I'm just going to hold it. Now, when I think about other benefits of a squat, I have to think about the wellness side of it. And the wellness side of doing squats is that because I'm using these giant muscles, which are the biggest ones in the body, because I'm using these giant muscle groups, the moment I start squatting, I speed up and stimulate my metabolism. And that's what I really need to do so that I can not only receive that effective workout, but it helps me burn calories more efficiently and, of course, aids in my weight loss journey. It's going to also improve my flexibility, okay? Especially if I stand wide enough apart and I'm not having to worry about being able to do the squat because I've covered enough distance to get the squat in. So I'm improving the flexibility of my hip flexors. In addition to me improving the flexibility of my hip flexors, it's also lengthening and strengthening my tendons and my ligaments. So there's a lot of benefits that come from doing a squat. Now today, what we're going to do is we're going to squat to the right and then squat to the left. Another reason why I'm such an advocate for that distance is because it just makes it easier to do the exercise. It brings variety, and that's what's going to make it more effective. The easier I can perform it, the more variety I can get out of it. Those two things make me want to do the move again. And a lot of times you don't find that in that traditional squat. So instead of the traditional squat, we're going to squat to the right and then squat to the left. Once we feel those hip flexors are warmed up, we'll do a set of traditional squat, straight in the center. Then we'll do another right and left, and then we'll finish off with the last one right in the center. So if you wanted to use your chair, you could. And you could have your chair to the side, and you're standing slightly behind the chair so that you can squat out to the right and sit down, and then you'll come up, and then you're going to squat out to the left and then sit up. Okay, let's do 8 of those. That's 8, 7. See how I'm sitting my hip back? 6, 5. I'm keeping my chest up. 4, my shoulders are down. 3, my toes are straight ahead. 2, give me one more. And hold. Very good. Now we're going to go ahead and do a regular round of squats as if you were sitting in the chair. I'm going to put the chair behind me to the side, and I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me sitting towards the chair. That's 8 and 7. It's okay if you tap that chair. 6. I call that grazing it. 5. Keep those shoulders down. 4. When I squeeze, I'm squeezing my kneecap, not my behind. 3, 2. Come on, give me one more. And bring it up. Very good. Okay, you feeling a little warm? Let's do that third round. We're going to squat to the right and the left. I'm going to try it without the chair this time. That's 8, 7. See how my toes are straight ahead? 6. I'm keeping my chest up. 5. I exhale on the way down. 4, 3. I need 2 more. 2. Come on, last one. And 1. Can you believe it? We're down to our last set in tips and clips. This is the last one. Now I'm going to turn to this side so you kind of get to see me from all angles. This is the last 8. Once again, you can be closer. I'm a wider kind of person, and give me 8 of them. That's 8, 7. Sit the hip back. 6. Toes are straight ahead. 5. Squeeze the knees, not the behind. 4. Keep your shoulders down. 3. Last 2. Just one more. Oh, very good. You did it. You made it. 4 beautiful rounds of squats. We did 2 variations. We did a straight squat, and then we did a squat from right to left. We will build on that in future segments. Once again, this is Pam Long, Fitness and Wellness Specialist with Family and MWR. Thank you for joining me in Tips and Clips.